All right, let's get right into it. So I braided her leave out, got it out of the way, and I'm going to mold her hair back in a ponytail. I use spritz to mold her back. All right, and then you're gonna put a stocking cap on it and spritz that stocking cap. Put them under the dryer. That works best for me. So the area that you didn't spritz, that's gonna be where to leave out at, and you can also cut off the excess stocking cap. So that way the hair will be protected and you still can leave out the areas that you want. I went ahead, I'm carving out her hair to show you guys where I'm laying the tracks. I'm working with a 10-inch and a 12-inch bundle of hair, just two bundles. And I'm gonna use horizontal lines for the most part going across the back and the sides. So I'm carving it out, showing the direction. Now, when I start bonding, I typically always do more like a horseshoe shape towards the back, starting at the nape, top of the ear, and then work around towards the nape. It just depends on what style I'm doing, how I bond. But for this particular style, this is the direction that I'm going, and I'm gonna go just continue to work that all the way up to the top, and I just continue to do more like vertical lines, just following curvature of a head. Ooh, those hands are pretty ashy. Oh, that means I'm working. All right, everybody stay safe. Make sure you're using that sanitizer and washing your hands a lot, no matter how dry they get. All right, but now back into it. Okay, so just following her curvature of head, going all the way up. And I pretty much kept a line, so it'll pretty much give you guys a guideline that I envisioned. It's like imaginary line on a person's head. I went ahead and just wrote it on the head so you guys can be easier for you can understand the direction I'm going as far as my bonding, and continue to work that all the way up. And one thing I like to do, I like to put a lot of bond. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of bond, but I like to bond more of the track that I'm working with, so I don't have to worry about keep regluing, stopping each time to put some glue or and cut a track. Now working with the 12-inch hair, and I'm just following that line all the way up. And if you notice, I put bond on a lot of the track, and I don't have to keep stopping. Oh, please make sure you hit that like button and also subscribe. All right, I'm gonna just keep working this all the way up, all the way up. Again, I'm working with a 12-inch bundle of hair. So this particular bob, I'm only using two bundles of hair. She just wanted something really simple. Senior portraits, I think, something like that. All right, let's go back. Okay, so now to the front, and I'm going to start doing those horizontal bonds as I get to this front as well. And I'm just slightly curving the tracks as I work my way all the way up towards that top. Making sure that each row is laying like really close up on her edge, and those tip of those tracks, I like to make those a little bit closer, just to keep from seeing, I don't know, I feel like somebody can see in between it. So I tend to like put those rows very close together, especially the tip, and making sure that it's lining on the client's cap as much as possible and avoiding it getting on the hair. Yeah, some may get on the hair, but it's, a least percentage, like less than 5-10% of glue on her entire head. All right, just continue to work all the way up. And go all the way towards the closing. All right. And I'm just combing out anything because sometimes the bond gets on the hair, so you want to just comb all that out, get it out of the way. Now I can unloosen her leave out. Use a little bit of Bonner Brothers Professional phone wrap. It's one of my number one favorites to use to mold the hair down. Also to put on commercial hair. It just gives it life. And I'll be placing her under the dryer for about 15 minutes. Put a little foam wrap on her hair. Smooth it out pretty good. I'm still going to be going over it a little bit, but it just makes it so much easier. Helps create shine to the hair. It does all that great stuff. So now I'm just moving her out of the way. And went ahead and parted her where I want to part. All right, place her under the dryer. Now she's out from the dryer. I'm just going to have give her a quick cut. Want more of a blunt cut, but with an angle. So it's going to be considered asymmetric bob. I always start at the nape because, I mean, a lot of times you use working with a lot of commercial hair, it's much thicker, and if you want good sharp ends, I suggest, working layers is always going to be the easiest. Clippers work pretty good as well. I definitely have to do a clipper cut. Show you guys. Leave a comment, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Working with some nice sharp shears is always important. All right, now I'm just going ahead and cut in at an angle where she's going to have her longest portion, dropped her section down, and continue to cut throughout that section. Now, right now, bobs are pretty popular. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love bobs, definitely layers. For this cut, she was like, no layers. So, no layers this time. I will definitely have to post something with some layers. I'm just going through. Another thing, as I start styling, I also be checking my cut the whole time. Just doing some finishing work to her bob. And I always find it important just to, turn the person's head at different angles to see how it's going to fall. All right, blow dry all that little extra off. All right, let's get into styling. I'm just doing a little hot comb action. The biggest thing you want to do with any weave is just to make sure it blends in really, really good. You want it to look as realistic as possible. And then we have some of those ladies who don't care if it looks real. They just want glamour, and I love glamour. Who doesn't? Okay, just cleaning out her part, making sure everything else is perfect. All right, smoothing these edges. Give me a little smoothness going. There we go. A little sideburn. I'm just using a little bit of product to mold her down on her edges, and using my blow dryer to, just freeze everything in place. One of the biggest things now is, getting those edges looking really, really, really perfect. Just use a little bit of Got to Be Glued freeze spray, just to make her part area nice and crisp. Also, it helps smooth out her natural hair as well. Hey, your hot comb would be your best friend in a lot of situations in the salon. I'm just going through and doing a little finishing and a little polishing throughout this bob. I don't know how my blow dryer fell, but yeah, it fell. And I will spray it with Lysol every time. Hey, safety first, everyone. Please wear your mask. Have your client wear their mask as well. And there you have it, that finished look. Please like and comment. Make sure you subscribe. I'll continue to give you guys great videos. Leave some comments on some of the things that you want me to show you. Thank you so much for viewing. Now, I tend to use the little clips, especially when I wanted to define her sideburns. They look really good, but I just wanted to define them just a little bit more. So I find those little braiding clips work real good just to hold your face mask out of the way on both sides. That's your finished look. Thank you so much for viewing again. I will give a better look so you can see her a little bit more. Oh, you see that comb action. You see that comb action. And thank you again. Follow me, Instagram. Follow me on Marvin Hayes. All social media, Marvin Hayes.